crucial moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Lewis. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
It's third down, opening drive of this conference championship game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, and he can't hold on. First down screen is incomplete. Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Lewis. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking to scramble. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And it's good, right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Smothers him for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made over the middle. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. QB to the tight end for a completion. And the game just good enough for a first down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
2nd down play coming up. Handoff running right. Tackled after the 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We're down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Breaks into open space. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We'll check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the Aggies trying to cash in here in the red zone. QB bootlegs here. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. Well down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Aggies come to the line with first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll look to throw it here on second down. They'll try a pass here. And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies! Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Across the 40. breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 10, all the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. But they begin the drive with excellent field position. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. He escapes the pocket, fires it on the move, wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. It's Estamido who gets stopped. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. Tight end goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. It is intercepted.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Fights back the line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Backed up with the one, he's going to throw it. The veteran quarterback lucky that didn't result in a takeaway.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver, and the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. looking to set up a screen pass here. That'll be a safety.
Boy, great defense right here. That is diagnosing the screenplay. You see how that defender chased it down, earns his team 2 points? He just saw it coming from the snap.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Hands off to the left. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes off in a bootleg. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, nice design here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside, off to the right. Looks downfield, nobody's open, so instead of throwing it and forcing it into coverage, he's got the athletic ability there to pick up a nice couple yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fighting off the defender. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice gain.
They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. To throw, it's Lewis. The pass is caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver. He picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Entertaining first half here.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he fields it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Set up at the 27. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Runs out of room and runs out of time. They trap him for a sack.
But they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. And he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half. So the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's reeled in. It's Johnson. And now the defense able to bring him down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. One more play before they head to the locker room. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Could take it all the way. He just steps out of bounds, a takeaway to wrap up this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They'll kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Has the first down and more. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. What a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. On the huge hit there, you half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to it.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
QB keeper all the way. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
To the air, it's Lewis. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. They get him to the ground. It's first down now at the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the runner takes off to his right. And the ball to the ground. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. It's a quick grab. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. Now in the red zone, it's Lewis. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass, the catch is made. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
3rd down, condensed field, and this quarterback finds an opening and picks up a nice gain, and that'll set up a 1st and goal.
Here comes some more big bodies after the defense. Fake on first down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You've got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. And that play moves Runs the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Movement here from the tight end. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. A completion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. In the red area, it's Johnson. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Aggies. Here we go. That's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Ball handed off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And the tailback's got it again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He is stopped cold on 3rd and inches.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Leaning on the run game here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Lewis. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work behind his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Going for his running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Breaking free for a huge return. They finally grab him, lucky to keep him out of the end zone. The offense will start with great field position. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Here we go. The conference championship might come down to this drive. A chance to take the lead here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Oh, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Drops back, looking for a 4th down conversion. He's going to pull it down and run. And And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the 4th quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game. But it does set up 4th down. Receiver in motion now. Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter, game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And it's a kneel down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.